Hey guys, my name is Wildkard. I hope you are well. First up, Sharks playing the British Irish Lions again. Yes, this is not a mistake on your TV guide. They did play again. The Bulls actually pulled out because of some cases in the camp. So Warren Gatland fielded pretty much a brand new team up against the Sharks. They had a very easy win last week with Owen Farrell and friends. But this week, they fielded pretty much a brand new team, except for, I think, Elliot Daly and Van der Merwe is the only two players that was left from the team that played on Wednesday. And some of the players were supposed to start in Wednesday, like Dan Biggar and Connor Murray. And it's probably going to be, like most people are speculating, they're probably going to be Gatland's starting pair, 5'8" and 9 pair. But yeah, both players had a shocking game today, probably because of their illness. I'm not too sure, but this game, despite the score, is spectacularly entertaining to watch, okay? There's, the Sharks were right in it in the first half. They were winning for pretty much all the way to the last minute of the first half when the British and Irish Lions were able to level the game at 26 apiece, going into halftime. The Sharks had the Elliot Daly had a very, very shocking game today. I'll show you. This is the epitome of what happened in the first half, okay? This is basically what happened to the British and Irish Lions in the first half. Just watch this. And the Sharks scores a try back off that. Yeah, so this is what I can't believe. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. That is so embarrassing. But yeah, that is pretty much the first half for the British Irish Lions. It was quite entertaining. The Sharks did really well, and until the second half, one of the Sharks players, their number 9, let me get their name. Get his name. Hendricks. He had a brain explosion about 4 minutes into the second half, right? Imagine there was a bunch of players kind of set up kind of like a mall near the sideline, and the mall gets like pushed out, so all the players kind of like falling on top of each other. And Hendricks was on top of, I think might have been Watson. I can't remember who he was, but he was like on top of him, and he just drops a UFC style elbow onto the head of one of the Lions players. The commentator's like, oh, that's so dumb. That's a yellow card. Wayne Barnes didn't see it that way. Red card. And that was the end of the Sharks. They had to play 14 players for pretty much the entire duration of the second half. And yeah, the game just completely ran away from them. And the British and Irish Lions just blow them off the park. So yeah, he will be very, very, very gutted for that decision, and hopefully he will learn from that in the future. There was quite a lot of entertaining stuff in the game as well. There was one of the guys, his name was Cock, K-O-K, from the Sharks team, number 13, and he scored a try in the second half, and we heard the most memorable commentary in the history of commentary from the South Africans. The commentator screamed when he went in, "Cock is in!" I laughed so hard when I heard that. He was screaming, "Cock is in!" when he scored a try. First time ever I heard that on a rugby field. But yes, extremely entertaining game, regardless of the score. Let's have a look at some of the stats. 5 tries for the Sharks to 11 for the British and Irish Lions. Like I said, the score was 26 apiece at halftime, 4 tries each, and the Lions really pulled away in the second half. 428 run meters. The Lions, most of that probably done in the first half, and that's pretty high number considering there was only 14 players on the field. Lions, 712 run meters, absolute blowout. 50 defenders beaten by the Lions, and only 15 by the Sharks. There was 172 passes, 82 for the Sharks, 15 turnovers conceded for the Lions. That is pretty poor. I think most of that from the first half as well. 10 for the Sharks. Actually, fewer turnovers conceded for the Sharks, which is quite interesting. Tackles, The 171 tackles made by the Sharks, 50 missed tackles. That is really poor. The Lions weren't that great either. 76 tackles made, 15 missed tackles. Warren Gatlin's not going to be really happy about this number. You really want that to be in the single digits when you're only making 76 tackles. Kicks in play, 28 apiece. 8 out of 11 conversions. Dan Biggar did not have the best day. Unlike Owen Farrell, I think he might miss one or two last week. So both kickers are not really at 100% as they normally were. But yeah, there's plenty of time to improve, and there's plenty of practice for Biggar for this game. 3 out of 5 for the Sharks. And that's pretty much all the stats that are important. Let's have a look at the penalty count. 13 penalties for the Sharks, 9 for the Lions, and 1 yellow card. So that's something the Lions probably wanted to work on a little bit. But overall, the first half was a lot of mistakes, a lot of errors, as we will talk about in a minute. And the Sharks, yeah, it was really, really entertaining game. And then the elbow occurred, and the game just went downhill from there. But anyway, let's go from the start for this game. We're gonna go fire through this quickly. So there was a really nice start for the Lions. They had a really quick line out. They're inside the Sharks 40. So the line out comes out. The ball goes to Watson. Watson goes. So this was a quick line out actually. So the Sharks kicked the ball out from their own half. So he went out inside their own 40 basically. Watson throws a quick ball into Williams. Williams throws the ball to Van der Merwe. He ran like a little angle, which looked really good. He like drawing 3 defenders. He drawing 3 defenders to open up Chris Harris out wide. He offloads the ball. Harris gets the ball, goes in for the first try for the Lions. Really super, super easy, super clinical, and it was looking like it's going to be a blowout for the Lions right from the get-go. But the game gets interesting from there going forward. The first try scored by the Sharks as a result of an Elliot Daly drop ball, as you saw just then on that video clip. It's absolutely one of the most hilarious things you ever see in rugby, especially coming from someone, the statue of Elliot Daly, who's basically like one of the best in the world. It's really, really funny. The Sharks basically recovers the ball. Eventually, the Anthony Vominck goes in for the try for the Sharks at number 15. And then you think that the Lions were going to fight back, but nah. The Sharks kept the pressure on, actually, following that nice free try from Elliot Daly. There was nice few faces. Eventually, they got kind of like just around 10 meters out. The number 10, his name is Cronge. He from the Sharks team gets the ball. He did a nice grubber kick behind the defense line as the Lions pushed up in rush defense. And Abraham, the speedster, number 11, sprints in from the sideline. And he dots the ball down just before the ball was able to rolled down to the sideline in the zone. Just beautifully, perfectly set up. Potentially exposed a bit of defensive issue for the Lions, as the rush defense is really good, but it does leave them kind of exposed behind the line with these sort of kicks. So that's 2 tries already for the Sharks, and the Lions are waiting for a response. So Lions did manage to respond with a penalty. They kicked the penalty out for a 5-minute line out. The line out went to a maul, and just it was a bit of a scrappy maul, but eventually Jamie George gets the ball. He crashes over for the try, for the second try for the Lions. And a few minutes later, the Sharks were on the front foot again. Just let me get the time for you guys. Give me 1 second. Yeah, a few minutes later, the Sharks were the man Hendricks. He played like a god in the first half before he had a brain explosion. The number 9, he basically, there was a nice run from Jamie George. The British and Irish Lions were attacking. There was a really nice run for Jamie George. He was looking like he's having a lot of fun. He gets tackled a few meters out from the try line. The ball comes out. Conor Murray tries to throw a space out wide. In the right hand side, he tried to throw a massive looping cutout pass to Dan Biggar, and Hendricksy saw this coming, ran up, intercepts the ball, and he runs pretty much 90 meters to score this one for the Sharks. That was just, yeah, a pretty bad day for Biggar and for Watson on this day. And then that was the 3rd try for the Sharks. And then a few minutes later, the Sharks, let me see what happened then. Yeah, a few minutes later, Dan Biggar, the British and Irish Lions gets back back in possession with the ball, get into the Sharks half again. This was literally about this was literally like 2 minutes later after this try was scored. It was like, yeah, let's try this. Let's do a retake on what we just did. So Dan Biggar gets the ball inside the Sharks half. He takes on the line, ran a nice bit of angle, and he draws a couple of defenders. He throws the ball over the top of the defenders to Liam Williams, who did a really nice quick ball to Van der Merwe, who was wide open out on the wing, runs in for the third try for the Lions to catch up with the Sharks. 3 tries apiece at this point. And then there was a bit of period of about 10 minutes of back and forward. Eventually, on the 35th minute, the Sharks were able to score again due to a horrendous pass from Dan Biggar. Okay, so everyone in the Lions has made catastrophic mistakes this game. Dan Biggar tries to throw a pass to, I think it was to Watson. I think to Van der Merwe. He throws a pass, and the Merwe was like on the sideline, and the ball just like was too low in front of Merwe. He couldn't get it. The ball bounced on the ground, and the Sharks player number 11, Abrahams, recovers the ball. He runs past Van der Merwe. The fullback comes up from the I think Liam Williams comes up to cover him. He draws, passes the ball to number 15, to number 15, who is Vomic. Gets the ball, goes in for his second try for the game. Another gifted try for the Sharks by another poor handling error from the British and Irish Lions. And finally, just before half-time, the British and Irish Lions really wanted to get back on levels score. We're piling on more pressure on the Sharks again. Sharks were just holding on. And eventually, there was too much pressure. Ty Burns saw the gap in front of him as he was at the breakdown. He picked the ball and runs through like basically a bit of a gap between the 9 and 10 channel, goes in for the fourth try for the British Irish Lions. Halftime score 26 apiece for both teams. And then second half. So yeah, second half happened, and right away, about 4 minutes in the second half, the UFC incident occurred. Hendricks did play extremely well in the first half. And he just had lost control of his own emotions. I guess he wasn't even like that bad, to be honest. To be looking at it, like no one did anything terrible to him. He literally just looked like he saw a free shot and he just took it. It wasn't even like, oh, the Lions were put a big shot on him or something, or like there was something happening. There was a bit of animosity on the field, as you always will say, but he basically saw a free shot and he just went, I'll take it. Slams the elbow on him, like right in front of the cameras. Really, really dumb. He was off the field, looked like he was crying, sitting on the sideline. But yeah, it was a bit too late. Let me just take a drink. And after that was pretty much the end for the Sharks when they had to play against the British and Irish Lions with 14 players. They were under the pump for most of the game. And now having one player less, it was just the floodgates just starting to open up. So a few minutes later, right away, there was a line out. There was just big pile of pick and drives from the British and Irish Lions. Eventually, the number 8 from the Lions team goes over. I think who was it? I can't remember. Anyway, goes over into the corner for the into the corner post for the Lions. Another pick and go just to test out Biggar's kicking. Obviously, he didn't get this one, but just to make the kicking a little bit more interesting for Dan Biggar, he goes under the corner post for the 5th try for the British and Irish Lions. Oh yeah, I've got a name here. Who was it? Conan goes in for the 5th try, and then on the 50th minute, 2 minutes later, Elliot Daly redeems himself with a try of his own. They were just basically the British and Irish Lions. I think Liam Williams received a high ball from the Sharks, basically inside his own half. He runs a little bit, passes the ball to Daly. Daly just like did a bit of like snake running, just ran around about 3 defenders, and he goes in. A really nice individual try, 60 meters or so, ran for the 6th try for the is it 6 or 7 now? 7th try for the British and Irish Lions, and then the Sharks kind of responded with another error from the British and Irish Lions. the British Lions were setting up for a box kick inside their own 22. Conor Murray gets the ball. He goes for the box kick. He gets charged down by the Sharks number 5, Hugo, and the ball flies up in the air. And Werner Koch gets the ball and runs in for a try. He just had to run like 5 minutes for a try. And this is where the commentator said, "Koch is in." Anyway, yes, Koch is in indeed. But that was the only try that was Sharks were able to muster in the second half. And again, this is like pretty much every try that's scored by the Sharks were the result of a mistake from the British and Irish Lions, except for the grubber kick behind. But yeah, so 4 out of the 5 tries are all resulted from the British and Irish Lions' poor handling and executions. Warren Gatland's not gonna be happy with this. Not gonna be happy. And then on the 54th minute, in a response to this try, like literally right after from the kickoff, the British and Irish Lions were at it again. There was a lot of, I think there was a penalty again. The setup for a line out. The quick ball comes in, just short run, short ball. Eventually, Jamie George gets his second try for the game for a hooker. It's really, really good. At 54th minute. And then at this point, there was still like 20-something minutes to go. And it was looking really, really tight. Even the commentators like, oh God, there's more time left. There's still like 20-something minutes left. At a 58th minute, 58th minute, there was more piling pressure, like literally a few minutes later, more piling pressure from the British and Irish Lions inside the Sharks 22. There was a lot of crash balls, led to really close no tries. Conor Murray gets in, gets the ball out to Bigger in center field. Bigger just runs, like Bigger drifts out wide, but he throws an inside pass to a guy running full speed, Anthony Watson, into the inside, into the 9-10, I think it was the 10 and 12 channel. So the inside ball to Watson goes in under the sticks. Beautiful try from Bigger. Nicely executed for the 8th try for the British and Irish Lions. And then the 9th try came 5 minutes later after this. There was again plenty of pressure applied to the Sharks. Eventually there was a penalty. The British and Irish Lions opted for a scrum, center field scrum, 5 minutes out from the Sharks try line. There was a bunch of crash balls from the scrum. Eventually, Watson gets the ball. He draws and he offloads to Ty Burns, and Ty Burns crashes through for his second try for the game. Yeah, second try for the game, under the sticks as well. Another really nicely executed try for the British and Irish Lions off a set piece. And then the 10th try was absolutely, which is almost identical to the try Anthony Watson scored just before. So this was inside the British and Irish long half. So they received the ball from the Sharks inside their own half. They looked pretty happy to run the ball out. So they're just running. Dan Bigger did the same kind of move as the try Anthony Watson scored. He was running, drifting out, and then he threw an inside ball to Watson. Watson crashes through the defense. He looked like he was free, but he had someone came in, one of the fullbacks swept across to cover him. He throws an offload to Tom Curry on the wing. Tom Curry runs in 20-30 meters for his first try of the game at 66th minute. And then eventually the game kind of slowed down a bit. Neither team were able to score for a bit. And all the way until the 78th minute, the Lions looked like the Lions got tired. Despite having 15 minutes left or so, looked like the Lions were just tired from scoring. Eventually on 78th minute, Anthony Watson, after playing full 78 minutes, still looked like he's fresh off the bench. He was so fresh, ready to go. Everybody looked kind of tired. He gets the ball from Sinclair, just like nothing was on, basically, inside his own half, around, he had about 60 meters to go inside his own half. He gets the ball, and he beats 5 people right away. He beats 2 defenders, runs through 3. He busts the tackle for the first 2, runs through 3. He beats 5 defenders. The fullback, one of the wingers ran across to cover him. He shrugs that off, and then the fullback comes to tackle him. He pumps it off, goes in for an individual try over 60 meters. This was the most spectacular try probably this game, maybe this Lions tour so far. Like, he beat 7 defenders. 7! That's insane. That's half the team. Because the one person is in the bin. He beat 7 defenders to score this try from like 65 meters out. What? This guy is absolute freak. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? And this was 78 minutes. He's played again from the first minute. And he still has the energy, speed, footwork to do all of this to score a try. Absolutely unbelievable, mate. Just insane. Really, really good effort for the 11th try for the British Irish Lions. Final score, 71 points to 31. Yeah, that was the end of the game. Hopefully the next game don't get cancelled. Everything goes well. For everybody watching, thank you once again. And please stay safe, stay healthy. And I'll see you guys, I think Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. I think it's Tuesday for Wallabies versus France. Oh, and news coming up as well. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. See you guys soon.